There are three types of men in this world. The first gives too much, too soon, hoping that love will repay his effort. The second holds back, afraid that vulnerability makes him weak. But the third, he doesn't give or hold back to impress. He stands. He leads. He becomes the kind of man a woman chooses on instinct, without logic, without hesitation. Here's the part no one teaches you. There are things a woman will only do for the man she truly loves. Not the man she dates, not the man she laughs with, but the one she feels safe melting into, without even understanding why. You've seen glimpses of it. She rearranges her day to be near you. She touches your hand without realizing it. She lingers in your presence, even when no words are spoken. And that look she gives you, quiet, focused, almost reverent, it's not random. It's her soul recognizing gravity. Most guys think love is built on gifts or grand gestures. It's not. It's built on how you make her feel when you say nothing at all. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to recognize those signs. And more importantly, how to become the kind of man who earns them. Number one, she gives without expecting. It starts subtly. Maybe she brings your favorite coffee without asking. Maybe she leaves a note on your com. Maybe she folds your shirt a certain way, not for praise, but because something inside her insists it feels right. You didn't demand it. You didn't bargain for it. You didn't even notice it at first. But she gives. Most men think a woman gives when she's asked, when she's won over, or when she's romanced hard enough. But that's wrong. A woman gives freely when she's emotionally tethered to you. She's not auditioning anymore. She's investing. Not like a stockbroker seeking return, but like a soldier offering loyalty to a worthy commander. The catch is, it's invisible unless you're present enough to notice. And most men aren't. They're too busy performing, too preoccupied with strategy, too focused on what's next. They miss the signals that say, I choose you even when you don't see it. You're not supposed to reward her giving. You're supposed to receive it like a man, solid, grounded, unaffected. Because the moment you act surprised, or worse, needy for more, you break the magic. Love doesn't multiply under scrutiny. It multiplies under stillness. She's doing too much, your ego whispers. But real power isn't in questioning the gift. It's in earning the kind of gravity that makes her want to orbit you without needing to be pulled. The test isn't how much she gives. It's how little she needs to be acknowledged when she does. And when a woman starts giving without keeping score, it means her mind is already gone, and her body is trying to follow. Number two, she softens in your presence. You walk into a room and without saying a word, her posture changes. Her tone drops half a note. The edge in her voice that was sharp with the world, it fades. The girl who's been cold, calculated, and confidently in control all day suddenly softens. Most men mistake this for submission. It's not. It's safety. She doesn't need to prove anything when she's near you. She doesn't have to be loud to be heard. Around you, she's not fighting for space. She's relaxing into it. Her guard doesn't drop for everyone. It rarely does. But when a woman feels seen, led, and not judged, she lets herself feel. And when she feels, her feminine energy rises like heat from a fire. This is not something you ask for. It's not something you force. It's something you become in. You become the environment she can melt into. The masculine field where her chaos turns to rhythm. That's why she fixes her hair in the mirror right before seeing you. That's why she adjusts her dress, slows her steps, takes a breath, because the moment is about to shift. She's not performing for approval. She's preparing for alignment. Your job? Don't break that moment by collapsing into flattery. Don't rush to praise her softness. Just hold it, lead it, let it unfold. Her softness is not weakness, it's a language. And if she only speaks it around you, you'd better understand what she's saying. Because when a woman starts softening, she's not trying to look good. She's starting to feel safe enough to be seen. Number three, she mirrors your emotional tempo. You're speaking slowly, calmly, with control, and without even noticing it, so is she. You lean back in your chair, relaxed. She mirrors it. You pause before answering. So does she. This isn't mimicry. It's resonance. It's the unspoken truth of attraction. When a woman loves you, she tunes her frequency to yours. You've probably seen the opposite before. When she's disinterested, she's distracted. She checks her phone. She finishes your sentences out of impatience. But when she's tuned in, she waits. She breathes with you. Her nervous system is syncing with yours. Because she's not looking for control, she's looking for rhythm. Here's what most men miss. Emotional tempo is a leadership tool. It's not just what you say, it's how you carry space. A man who rushes, who chases the beat, feels unstable. But a man who owns his pacing, who slows the world down just by being still, he becomes gravity. And women fall toward gravity. Watch her when the room goes quiet. If she stays present, if she doesn't reach for her phone or start talking to fill the gap, that's not just attention. That's trust, that's respect. She's not performing anymore. She's receiving. You're not just having a conversation. You're creating a container. And she feels it. Ask yourself, does she match your rhythm or fight it? Because the woman who mirrors your emotional tempo isn't trying to match your energy. She's trying to meet your soul. Number 4, she defends you when you're not around. You won't see it happen. You won't hear the words. But one day someone will tell you she shut it down. She had your back. And in that moment, you'll know something most men never will. Loyalty is silent, but its echo lasts forever. When a woman loves you, truly, she doesn't just want you in her life. She protects the idea of you. Think of it like this. Every time your name comes up when you're not around, it's a test. Not for you, for her. And how does she respond in those moments? That's where her real feelings live. Does she allow people to mock your quirks, your flaws? Or does she cut that off with a look so sharp it slices the air? When her friends tease you, does she join in with laughter? Or does her silence drop like a hammer? Because love isn't proven when she's looking in your eyes. It's proven when your name is thrown into a conversation like bait, and she doesn't bite. She shields. And this goes deeper than words. It's about alignment. When a woman's identity begins to intertwine with yours, when your presence in her life becomes part of her pride, she instinctively becomes your defender. Not out of fear, not out of obligation, but out of instinct. Because when she respects you, she guards you, even in rooms you'll never enter. This is why you don't chase love. You observe it, quietly. You watch how she speaks about you when no one's rewarding her for it. Because the truest form of affection isn't a public post. It's private protection. Number 5, she tries to understand your darkness. Not every man shows his wounds. Some carry them so deep they become part of his posture. Shoulders tense, jaw tight, silence louder than any scream. And most women, they don't ask. They just take the light and avoid the shadow. But when a woman loves you, truly loves, she gets curious about your silence. She doesn't try to fix you. She doesn't demand you open up. But she notices when your voice drops half a tone, when you stare too long at nothing, when your laugh comes half a second late. And in those moments, she doesn't run. She leans in. This isn't about therapy. It's not about dumping your demons in her lap. It's about acknowledgement that there's more to you than what the world sees. And she wants to know all of it, not just the polished parts. She asks about your past, not out of curiosity, but out of devotion. She listens to your failures with eyes that don't flinch. And if you say you wouldn't understand, she says, then help me try. Because she's not looking for perfection. She's looking for the truth. And the truth is, every man carries a war inside him. Some battle shame, some battle abandonment, some battle rage. But the woman who loves you wants to understand your battlefield, not to save you, but to stand with you. And that's rare, because most people love the light in someone. Few dare to touch their darkness. When she asks, what happened to you? And stays for the answer, you found something sacred. Not pity, not rescue, but recognition. She sees your shadow and doesn't walk away. She traces it, studies it, accepts that part of loving you means understanding the storms you've survived. Number 6, she challenges you, not to win, but to sharpen you. Most women argue to be right, to prove a point, to win. But a woman who loves you doesn't challenge your ideas to feel powerful. She challenges them because she believes in the man behind them. She doesn't attack your stance to bring you down. She pushes your reasoning because she knows you're capable of more insight, more clarity, more strength. You bring her a dream, she doesn't blindly cheer. She interrogates it. Why now? What's the qualm? Are you doing it for you or validation? And yeah, it stings sometimes. You feel like she's testing you. But deep down, you know this is her way of loving you without weakness. Because a woman who loves you doesn't want a man who folds under pressure. She wants a man who refines under fire. She wants to believe in your path, but she won't fake it. She'll challenge your conviction, not to kill it, but to prove it. You tell her you want to start your own business. She asks about the budget, the timeline, the fallback plan, not because she's doubtful, but because she's planning her loyalty around your clarity. She's not impressed by talk. She's moved by vision. And if you try to bluff, she'll sense it. Because her love isn't passive, it's penetrating. She sees through vague ambition, and she'll either help shape it or walk. That's the thing about her love. It won't let you shrink. It won't let you lie to yourself. It's not safe, but it's real. And when a woman sharpens you like that, she's not trying to control you. She's trying to build with you. And it's only the strongest men who can hold that kind of love without flinching. Because she'll demand your clarity, your direction, your truth. And if you give it, she won't just follow, she'll belong. Men always ask, how do I know if she truly loves me? But the real question is, am I living like the kind of man she can't help but love? You can't control her emotions, but you can control the state you lead her into. A woman can betray a nice guy, but she won't walk away from a man who makes her return to herself. Feminine, soft, craving to surrender without feeling weak. She'll cook for you. She'll ask where you're going, what you need. She'll miss you so hard, it hurts when you disappear. Not because you force her to, but because you awaken the deepest part of her biology. And to do that, you don't need lines. You don't need tricks. You just need to become a man you respect. A man who doesn't need love to feel whole, but makes women want to give it to him anyway. You don't earn her love by proving yourself. You earn it by becoming the man she can't forget, even when she tries.